Yo, yo, yo. All right. Hopefully everything is working. It was a little skittish last time, so I'm hoping that we don't have that issue. So, let's see here. I'm going to turn that down slightly so it's not picking up all the noises. But, okay, so let's talk about it. Okay, so hello and welcome. This is my first live reaction, well, obviously my only live reaction, to One Piece chapter 1082. I am your boy Nerdtaku, and I am so excited to read this. I have been so late on most of these because of jumping from country to country. So I'm really excited that now I get to be early, because right now it's 8 o'clock my time. Everywhere else it's like 1-ish on the eastern side of the United States. So I'm excited to read this before anyone else because I haven't been spoiled at all. Thank God. I remove myself from like a bunch of groups that spoil because I like to just go in full, like, no expectations, just enjoying the content. So I'm really glad for that. I was able to put out 2 TikToks this week trying to catch up on chapters I missed of Black Clover and My Hero on my TikTok. I have a very small, minute theory on the latest 2 color spreads from One Piece, the one from last chapter and then the one from, I think it's 1066, and how they possibly correlate. And so I'm going to be doing those TikToks probably this weekend. I'm going to try and get caught up on all my TikToks this weekend. This weekend to me is going to be like a big content creation weekend, because I'd say I'm like a quarter of the way done with my script for my theory video, and then I just need to work on the actual editing of it. I'm not super good on the actual like creation as far as like when it comes to like editing videos and stuff like that, as well as thumbnails. Like, that's just not my forte, but I'm hoping to learn because that's a little out of my wheelhouse, but hopefully I can do better when it comes to that stuff, because I'd really like to put out this video. I'll give you just a little blurb on what it's about. It's about hockey. It's about hockey, what it is, and the extent to which it can go. So I'm hoping to finish all the script and then start recording at least like the voiceover parts, and then it'll get into like the video editing of like using different screenshots, using videos and stuff like that to showcase my points. So hopefully it goes according to plan. I would love to release it before I even leave here, because my time is actually coming to an end on deployment in faster than I would have anticipated. So time has flown while I've been over here, so I'm thankful for that. But hopefully I can get this out before I leave, and then when I come home I can start to get a better handle on more of the stuff that I'd like to do, because out here I'm kind of like by myself, and so I'm just like learning from watching YouTube videos and stuff like that, and kind of just fumbling through it. But at home I might have some people that I can reach out to that'll help me. So, but enough of that. As you can see, I'm rocking the TOPT gear. Love this shirt. It's very comfortable, so I am ready to get into this, and I can't wait. Larry, I think, is doing a video later today for you guys, where he's gonna have TCB and OP scans talk together, which is crazy. Like, I wonder if it would be great if they could go under one umbrella, because I feel like they're all really talented in coloring and like translating and stuff like that, that they could make an awesome team together. So Tachi. Yo, what's up, Tachi, man? I really wanna get with you and Dire Regulus and do like another stream, hopefully. Um, Doing some theories and stuff like that. I had a really fun time doing that. This time change is killer. Killer. So hopefully we can do some stuff like that again. I really want to do more collaboration stuff, especially when I get home, but even while I'm over here I'd like to do some more of that stuff. So but I'm going to get into this chapter because I am super excited to read this bad boy. It just came out earlier today and I can't wait. So all right, chapter 1082. Let's go and claim it. Whew. That's what Shanks said to Ben. All right. And the cover is a request: Chopper mistaking Zeus for cotton candy and taking a bite. That is adorable. I love that. That's a great one. I mean, it's just a schedule with me. Nah, man, you're not dog water, dude. We all have our lives to live. We all are doing our own thing. I get it 100%. I mean, even here, I got stuff going on and stuff like that. So we'll eventually be able to link up again. So I'm excited for it. I haven't been online much, and it's the best way to read the chapter. Yeah, dude. Like, I don't fuck with spoilers like that. Like, I really don't, because sometimes the spoilers be super wrong, and I don't want to gas up one thing if it's not legit or anything like that. Like, at least if the translation's just like slightly wrong, that's different. But like, I'm also getting to witness it like firsthand, reading it panel by panel and enjoying it that way, instead of just being like, oh, well, I read the spoilers and it was in bullet format and then they were wrong with something. Like, I remember, I think it was the Jinbei Seraphim. It was like Sanji kicked the Jinbei Seraphim and broke his leg. None of that happened. Like, and people were just like clowning Sanji for that. Like, and now look at what Sanji's doing. He's fighting the Seraphim. So I just like, I'd rather just watch it for what it is or read it for what it is when I get the chance, instead of doing all that. So also, if you're not reading Kingdom, you really should. I feel like One Piece and Kingdom are like the two religions that most people are on right now. But Kingdom's really good. I'm on like chapter 500 already, and I like started at the beginning of this deployment, and I've just been blazing through it. Like, I probably went through like 300 chapters in less than a month. Like, actually, no, it was probably like 300 chapters in like 2 weeks. It was crazy. But anyway, all right. So Oda's notes. Oda has no notes this time. Oh, this is weird. One of the pages didn't load properly. Let's see here. What? Yo, that's crazy. Vice Admiral T-Bone was adored by civilians and Marines alike. News of his death shocked the world, but the Navy refused to comment on the details of the incident. Wow, that's a blast from the past. Yo, people were saying T-Bone's coming back. I'm like, yeah, dude, he's trash. And he got murdered. Oh, dude, I wonder if he got killed by Cross Guild. An obituary that makes front page news. Navy HQ. Have you caught the man who did it? Nope, not yet. But we're certain the culprit's family is bound to be pretty well off after this. What's the world coming to, Suru? The civilians we're sworn to protect are stabbing us in the back. It's unbearable. Pirates aren't the only one interested in money, you know. We Marines have bounties on our heads now. It's only natural for people to come after us, especially in a place like Pepe Kingdom, where over 1,000 die a year of starvation every year. Or over 1,000 die of starvation every year. It's no wonder he was killed there. poverty and wealth, we all adapt to our circumstance. Damn. Yo, so I was right. It's the cross guild with the bounties on these Marines' heads, dude. That's wild. It's getting people murked. That's crazy. Now that I'm trying to defend the culprit, of course, just noting that if this is what that darn clown had in mind, we've severely underestimated him. How can you protect and serve the people if you have to constantly look over your shoulder when you're around them? If we don't neutralize this cross-guild group soon, this will kill the morale of every Marine and weaken the whole Navy. Hey Hina, have you seen Garp? There's a new rice cracker flavor I want him to try. He said he was off to save Kobe a few days ago, so he's probably teamed up with Sword. Pretty sure Kujaku's with him at least. What? Don't tell me they've gone to Hachinosu. Yo, this is crazy. Yo, shout out to Zach in the chat, man. He's dope. I love Zach. He is actually the one who designed my Nerdtaku emblem, and he's also cooking something else up for me that I'm really excited to show you guys when we get it done. So, shout out to him, man. He's great. Empty Bluffs Island, New World. Good job crossing the seas and making it here. Thank you. Be proud. The emperors of the underworld are smiling because of you. Everyone is proclaiming the birth of a new star, a champion of evil. I heard my family received the payment. Thank you so much. Don't mention it. You took down one of the Navy HQ's finest vice admirals. Your evil charisma incarnate. Stop being so humble. Yo, this is just a dude looking for food, man. He's like just trying to take care of his fam. He's like, yo, I killed that guy, but like, I just did it for, I just did it for the money. I'm not evil. Your crazy stunt really shocked the Marines. They'll have your head for sure if they catch you. He's like, oh shit, no. And he said, even if I can't see my family ever again, it's better than watching them die of starvation. I'm so hungry. Wow, man. World government blows, man. Rest easy, friend. We'll take care of you as a fellow pirate. As a pirate? Get it? One of the emperors is taking you under his wing. The bombastic clown himself. Buggy. Love Buggy, man. Buggy gang. He's on another level. The 2-bit pirates you've met before aren't fit to lick his boots. Never forget this moment. You're standing face to face with a living legend. Yeah, I'm Buggy in the flesh. Buggy in the flesh. Buggy in the flesh. Sorry to interrupt you. Barley Sama, you're so fresh. That makes me sound like some kind of cereal. We've finished it, sir. A ship worthy of Cross Guild. Leave the ship to me. I've got some talented shipwrights under me. Making you the figurehead was the obvious choice, Chairman Buggy. I think it turned out great. Oh no. You expect us to use this thing? Let's take this to the meeting room. Let's hear for the greatest ship ever. You guys really outdid yourselves. In the meeting room. Yo, they beat the living hell out of this man. Public awareness of Cross Guild is growing as planned. The Navy is starting to understand the threat we pose. He said, please, just kill me already. The pain. We need to unparalleled have unparalleled influence to form our utopia and become a strong military state. But before all that, we need to establish our overwhelming power, right? This is wrong. This isn't how I wanted my life to go, Bucky. And to do that, we've got to find a way to gather an enormous amount of wealth. You're saying we need wealth and power, right? I may be out of line here. And I know you may do away with me for saying this, but how can you call yourselves pirates with schemes like that? What did this cockroach just say? You're doing it all backwards. You must have heard, right? You know Red Hair is making his move too. We used to be on the Pirate King's crew together. Circumstances preventing us from going to Laugh Tale with the others. Now tell me, way back when, what did you guys want to be? When I sailed with Shanks, he shone so brightly with potential. I knew I couldn't measure up, so I let go of my real dream. 24 years ago, the day Gold Roger was executed. You said it yourself, didn't you, Shanks? You said your crew would reach Laugh Tale one day too. Yeah? But I've changed my mind for now at least. I'm not ready to go for it yet. But I'm still gonna be a pirate. Yo, this is getting crazy. We're about to find out that Buggy also wanted to be Pirate King, and that's how they're gonna get all this stuff. You're not the next generation's king. I misjudged you, Shanks. Come with me, Buggy. I'm not going to work under you, idiot. You coward. Don't you care about following in Captain Rogers' footsteps? You haven't forgotten, have you? It's your fault I lost that treasure map. I still haven't forgiven you for that. You better watch your back next time we meet. That no-good Shanks is finally making his move, but what good is it now? I don't know why, but somehow through luck or chance or whatever, we're on equal footing again. And if that's the way it is, I may as well go ahead and say it. I want to be king of the pirates. Yo! Buggy has always been a true pirate at fault. He may be a weasel, but he always had his sight. Yeah, that's true. That's true. He wants to be king of the pirates. Wealth, power. Why stop there when you can have it all? Let's go for it. Let's go and claim the ultimate treasure. That's crazy. Yo, the way Mihawk, first off, the way Crocodile is looking at Buggy, like, bro, how are you gonna try and tell me? I can't believe you're deluded enough to buy your own con. Remember, we're only letting you keep the title of yours because it benefits us. You think we're just going to carry you to the top? We're not playing pirates here. This is serious business. You don't have a clue, let alone a plan. Do you really expect us just to go pick fights with Red Hair, Blackbeard, and Straw Hat? Oh no, the Den Mushi is literally off the hook. He said, it's a scramble for the treasure. We only need to beat them to it. Let me show you. There are some words that light a fire in the heart of every pirate, and it's because they all set sail for the same reason. Listen up, men. Someone's putting their boot on Buggy's face. What dream drove you all to the sea? Chairman Buggy wants to give us back that spark. Oh man, I'm not sure I'm ready for this. Yo, this dude failing upwards is like the best shit ever. I love this. Every moment you cling to life might be your last. So why ignore that screaming urge inside you? If you gave up because if you give up because the reality of it was too daunting, now's your chance. It's time for us to set sail, to reach out and grasp what you all desire most. It's time for us to finally go and claim the One Piece. Yo, Crocodile is so mad, and so is Mihawk, dude. They're so pissed. Yo, they're like, dude, fuck this guy. Kambaka Queendom, Grand Line. What do you think about what you think about ship? It enemy or what? Who it be? Oh wow. Okay. This girl has like a cybernetic arm, dude. What is that? She looks like Robin with a Terminator arm. Want to bet on it? I wager it's an enemy. Who's in? Sounds good to me. I'll put 1 mil on it being Sabo making a safe return. You what? Revolutionary Army, Vice Captain of the West Army. Ushiano, Morlay's subordinate. Revolutionary Army, Vice Captain of the East Army. Ahiru, Bello Betty's subordinate. Revolutionary Army, Vice Captain of the South Army, Giamabel, Lindbergh subordinate. Revolutionary Army Vice Captain of the North Army, Jiren, Karasu's subordinate. Dragon, Eva, Sabo's back. So he made it home okay? Thank goodness. I knew something was up when you said you'd bet $1 million. I ain't coughing up a single berry. Ha, nah, I'll wring it out of you. You used those binoculars, didn't you? What binoculars? Welcome back, Sabo. You think you can get away with it by eating them? Sabo, I was just about to shoot you. Glad you didn't. Everything okay, Ahiru? Were you worried? Maybe a little. Sabo, you safe, me happy. Sabo said, that's a Lelusian ship. Lelusia? You mean the country that vanished? I'll explain later. For now, please help these guys. Sabo. Oh yeah, Koala. You just went radio silent? How could you do that to us? My bad, Koala. I couldn't get my hands on an encryptor transponder snail. All my calls would have been monitored. I used the usual 3-beat code to signal I was alright. Didn't you hear? I wasn't even on Lucia when it happened. You made me so worried. Sorry. Morley. Sabo, why are all you boys like that? Morley, don't scare us like that again. I remember you losers from Lucia. You've come a long way. It's a real shame what happened to your homes, but I heard you were hoping to join our cause. Yes, ma'am. First things first, get some rest. We'll straighten you out after that. I heard about Kuma. Sorry about that. We let everyone's work go to waste. Don't worry. I know you two are taking it the hardest. He might have been programmed to return to Marie Joie as a contingency. Eva. So, Sabo, you don't want the captain's hearing? Want the captain's hearing what you've got to say? Yeah, just hearing it might put your life at risk. The hell? There was some major trouble at Reverie. I'll tell you all about what really happened at the Holy Land Marie Joie. Oh no. And then it's the end. Dude. Well, we knew Sabo was safe. Like, Sabo wasn't getting killed. Yo, I can already hear people complaining now. Yo, I can't believe they had a fake out death again. Well, it wasn't even close, dude. Like, that's not a fake out if he was never gonna be a problem, you know? Yo, this is wild. Also, the Revolutionary Army banner is pretty crazy. I think this is the first time we legit have seen it because they have it on the table. And it's literally like it's like a dragon kind of, like almost like a not abstract. I don't know what to call that. It's got the wings, and then it's got like the face of the dragon and like the jaw, like, and it says RA for Revolutionary Army, obviously. Damn, dude, I wanted more. I want more. I was reading. I'm like, yes, tell Dragon, or I wanted them to like go there and be like, Dragon already left. Like, what? Dragon already left. But what could happen here is they could literally be like, I'm gonna tell you all about it. He tells him exactly what happened, and Dragon's like, I know we need to go save Vegapunk. And then they just like, they go full force to Egghead. That would be wild. Yo, the fact that Buggy's going for the One Piece. Yo, the fact that Kid and Law got wrecked, which like, Law's okay. He's probably headed to Egghead. But the fact that like Kid got wrecked like that, like those are two people vying for Pirate King. They were trying to, at least. They were further along than most of these people. And then they just got taken out of the running, dude. And then to then turn around and have Buggy going for it, Blackbeard's going for it, Shanks is going for it, and of course Luffy's going for it. This is crazy. They're really amping up the stakes. They're like, it's going to be a 4-way, possibly 5 to 6-way battle for the One Piece. Then all this stuff is popping off with Egghead, and like the Marines are like coming in. And now the Marines are getting killed because of Cross Guild. And like all this stuff is just going absolutely bananas. And it's like, oh, man, it's like all hitting. So it's like every chapter raises the stakes just a tiny bit more. And I think that's really what Oda's going for, because this means that it's for real. Like he always said he wanted to like have the biggest war, the biggest ending, the best ending in all of manga history. And he's really proving that he wants it, the way he's just like going for gold here. So I'm super excited. There is one thing that's very interesting. The fact that they're like, Buggy had the balls to stand up to Crocodile and Mihawk and basically say, you're doing it all wrong. This is the way we should do it. And just kind of like goes at it like that and saying, I want to be king of the pirates and all this other stuff. I think, listen, I know this is One Piece madness. Buggy could get Conquerors through this, if if it is truly within him to get it, he will get it here. And I feel like Oda would do that even if it's just for a gag. So I'm excited for it. The fact that Mihawk and Crocodile are so opposed to it, and like everything that went down with them here, that's wild. Like the way he's actually sticking up for himself. I think Buggy's really showing out here. His ship is so crazy though. His ship is so wild. Yo, people are gonna be standing this ship. Like, it's crazy. But this is great. And the fact that he like reminisces about the time when like him and Shanks were together and like he wanted to be Pirate King, but he said, I've changed my mind for now at least. I'm not ready to go for it yet. But I'm still gonna be a pirate. It makes me wonder, what was his plan before then? He said he wanted to be a pirate, so I guess maybe build his crew, and then he was just waiting for something. Whether it be Luffy or maybe just the right time in his mind. I don't know. But this is just crazy. The revs are pretty cool. I kind of like them. They're kind of goofy looking, but I feel like they're all the revs are goofy looking. I'm really ready though for Sabo to tell us what happened. I think he's gonna tell us how Eam was sitting on the throne and he saw, and then he's gonna tell like it was gonna be like, not that Eam went after him, but just sort of was like, there's nothing you can do about this. Doesn't matter if you see me now. Like, and the fact that Leloucia was wiped out, I want to know what they saw above those clouds, if they were able to see anything. And I'm really interested to hear what really took place. I want that backstory right now. Like I want chapter 1083. And the best part about this, the little the little chef's kiss, no break next week. So we're getting whatever the next chapter is going to be. Do I think Oda is going to drop this lore on us? Probably not. I don't see that being something that happens. But this is crazy. I hope whatever happens here is the thing. Like, I hope Sabo talks to Dragon and is like, hey, this is what happened in Leloucia. This is like, like they used an ancient weapon in Leloucia. It was something from the ancient kingdom. This is what happened. It blew up a whole fucking island. And all this stuff is just like absolutely going off. And this is what happened in Marijois. There's somebody sitting on the throne. He or she claims to be the queen or king of the world. And they are the uncontested ruler of the world government above the 20 kings. So, and then he'll be like, damn, I need Vegapunk because we're going to need to figure out how to stop whatever that is in the sky, and we're going to need him for the future. I'm heading out to Egghead right away. That's how I see things going. Because there's no way that the revolutionaries are not involved in whatever incident is about to go down in Egghead. Because right now we got pirates, we got marines, and we're about to get possibly Blackbeard pirates at Egghead as well. And then Revolutionary Army, and who knows what else. Law and Beppo probably. So like even more, like there's going to be a huge thing, and over 100 Marines are coming. They need the Grand Fleet possibly, and they need the Revolutionary Army to combat something like this. Like, this is a huge scale, and honestly, that's the only thing I could think of that would be such a grand scale to be known as like an incident as gigantic as like the narrator was telling us this is. So that's what makes sense to me. But I'm so excited for this. Oh man, just so hype. So hype. I'm trying to see if there's anything I missed. The fact that Bella Betty remembers all the people from Lucia because she was there, like, helping them fight it back against Peachbeard, that doucher. Dude, I love Crocodile, but him and Mihawk looking weak this chapter, man. They're not willing to go after the One Piece. I mean, I guess being King of the Pirates, Mihawk already said, it's a loftier goal than what I've achieved or what Zoro wants to achieve. But Crocodile, I'm disappointed in, dude. The dude's original dream was to become King of the Pirates. It was even shown in a cover story that was his original dream. Like, dude, fucking man up, dude. Stop trying to be like, oh, we're going to build a utopia. We're going to do this. We're going to do it this way. Dude, stop. Try something different. You already tried that. You literally tried that in Alabasta. Like, I love Crocodile. That's why I'm so, like, I'm so salty at him being such a pussy about this. Like, dude, get your fucking... He's like, oh, you don't want us to just go picking random fights. Yeah, pick those fights, dude. Get that fucking power up. Your bounty got increased. Earn it. You know, like, don't be like that. I'm gonna be critical of you because it doesn't make sense. Like, you should be way more ready to do this sort of thing. If you just wanted a criminal empire, you could have went back to, you know, the beginning of the Grand Line and went and, you know, started Baroque works back up again. That's whack, though. Do something new. Try something different. It's not a problem. You just need to stop being such a little bitch, Crocodile. Like, and Mihawk, the fact that he doesn't want to fight anybody, like, dude, what? I don't know, man. I'm going to say it right now, and this is controversial, and I'm sure Mihawk does have conquerors, but right now, what's happening between Crocodile and Mihawk, bro, that's some weak-ass hockey, dude. Weak-willed. They gotta get that up, because Crocodile, to me, is a super awesome character. I love him. I want to see him use hockey. I want to see him do more. I want to see him and Mr. One just, like, have like a super good team up and just like wreck people's shit. Or I want to see something even crazier. Like, this is gonna sound crazy. I want to see all three of them. I want to see Buggy, Crocodile, Mihawk, and even like their like seconds in command and stuff like that. I want to see them do cool shit together because they have cool capabilities. They just don't do it. Could you imagine, this sounds wild. This is going to sound crazy. Could you imagine if, like, and we just saw the Mihawk Seraphim has the dice fruit. Just imagine if Mihawk, like, grabbed Mr. 2 by the hand and he, like, hockey hardened and turned into, like, a three-pronged, like, blade with the rest of his limbs and just, like, used a crazy sword slash that just, like, blew away everything else. Like, that'd be insane. Like, I want to see them do more, because like the Marine Bounties thing is cool. Marine Bounties thing is awesome, but show me more. I want to see more. As soon as we saw that the cross skill was formed, we were like, yo, this is so crazy. I can't believe Mihawk and Crocodile are under this dude. And like they're still kind of just doing what they did the last time we saw him, just bullying this man. And then when he finally starts standing up, they don't even give him props. They just act all pissy about it. Like, dude, I get it. You're using him as a shield because now he's technically a Yonko. But do more with that shield. Like, no one's gonna fuck with a Yonko crew. So do more. Do better. I don't know. I'm just feeling very, very adamant that these guys are just not... They're not doing it. They're not doing better. You want to know what would have really fucking set it off for me? If they would have said something about like, yo, we need more connections to the underworld and we need to figure out more about the ancient history so that way we can figure out how to become Pirate King. And maybe that's something that comes next. Maybe they'll be like, dude, we need somebody who knows more about this, who has more underworld connections than we do. We have our connects, but it's not as deep as others. Like, we need help with this shit. And then they go get Dofi. I would just love that. I would love to see a Yonko 1, 2, and 3 commander as Mihawk, Dofi, Crocodile. That would be just like, that'd be beautiful. That'd be beautiful. To me, I'm always a big fan of Dofi though. So, and a lot of people are like, well, Dofi will never go under Buggy. He'll never go under anybody. He's a conqueror. Like, bruh. He got his dick kicked in by Luffy. And not just that, if he was under one Yonko already. Now, granted, it was Kaido, but if he can somehow crawl his way out, if he gets released from Impel Down and knows that he can get protection under another one, you think he's going to stop? And plus, like, Dofi's not stupid. He would see what they're doing and be like, dude, I want in on that. That is not a bad deal. I can build my, like, I'm the underground broker, dude. Like, I'll get in on that and I'll make it better. And then we'll become a real force to be reckoned with. I just think that that'd be cool as shit. And honestly, it'd be cool if they did a breakout. And while they were down there, if they released Weevil too, could you imagine Weevil, like the possible failed clone of Whitebeard, Crocodile, Mihawk, and Dofi? That'd be a hell of a lineup, dude. I'm not gonna lie. That's like, you got a lot of power. And even though Buggy's not super strong, if you got people that are willing to follow you the way that like he has almost like a parallel to Luffy in that way, where people fall under him in that way. Now this is more like a humorous fall under. It's not like we respect you so we fall under you. It's like he fails upwards, so then he just gathers these people. But if this were to happen, like, this is a dope way to do it. And like having those 4 people be the strong people underneath him, and then him have like he's got Alvida, he's got, what the hell is his name? The unicycle dude, and then the beast tamer dude. For some reason I want to say Moji, and I don't know what the other one is named. They're not important really. It's been a while since since they've been important. But yeah, man, like, yeah, because when they're in the meeting room, it looks like there's people standing outside the meeting room. One of them looks like he's Moji. The other one kind of looks like Alvida, then the other dude. So, very interesting. Very interesting. But, yeah, that was It didn't give me as much as I wanted. It gave me some things. It's just like, it's hard to shift gears, I feel like, maybe in my head, because I'm like Garp, Egghead, Kuma backstory, Blackbeard, what's he doing after he's done at Winter Island, Law, like all these like unanswered questions are just sort of floating in the air. And I know that they're all going to draw a link somewhere around here, but right now I'm focused on those things. So the fact that we cut away from that and be like, here's Cross Guild stuff, and then here's Revolutionary Army stuff. I'm like, bro, I'm off that train right now. I'm on this one, so I want to learn more about this. But, like, I'm still interested in that, but I'm just, like, I'm focused on this. So it's, like, hard to transition to something like this, because I'm interested in this. But this seems, it felt at first a little lackluster to me just because I was, like, I'm focused on this. So, but I really like this information. I love seeing that Sabo's good. I love seeing, the Cross Guild stuff and things like that. And I even like the Marines talking about the Cross Guild stuff. And then the last little, like, fucking just drop in the bucket for it was the whole thing and be like, yeah, Garp totally fucking said, yo, I'm going to save Kobe by myself. And he's on Hachinosu right now. Like, and that makes me wonder, is Sengoku and Suru gonna pull up to Hachinosu now that they know he's there? Like, because that's their boy. They all came up together. So if they think that there's a possible way this goes sideways, I'm just saying, like, there's a good possibility. The fact that they're like, what? And then they're like, don't tell me they've gone to Hachinosu. Like, they know that it's going down. So this could be them being like, we're going to Hachinosu now. And they're two powerhouses, in my opinion. I think they are. I mean, I think we all think Goku is. But, like, I think Suru is a sleeper. I think she's really strong. So. But it's also the fact that they're, like, just eating dinner and stuff like that. But then they, like, talk to Hina. And Hina... I feel like Hina was maybe... I guess not. I mean... Oh, excuse me. I feel like that would have had to be like a... like Hina should have been part of like the 100 ships or whatever that they sent to Egghead. But I guess not. I guess she could have other stuff going on. So, I don't know. All I know is this was a pretty good chapter. I would honestly say it's like a solid 7. And maybe that's like my bias towards the fact that this hasn't talked about like what's going on with the current things that I'm worried about, more or less, and this is just kind of like a backtrack. So I'd say it's like somewhere around like 7.5. It's a decent chapter. Didn't give me as much as I would have wanted as far as like the things that are currently popping off. So it's like it feels almost like, hey, look at all this stuff, and then it's like, look over here real quick. But it could all be leading to something. And I trust in Oda to do stuff like this, to basically just be like, remember, these people are still important. You can look back over there now after I just made sure that you are still paying attention to these people because they are also important. So it could just be that sort of thing. So I think that is what it is. But I'm not 100% sure. But like I said, it's like a 7.5, somewhere in that ballpark. But yeah, super excited for what the next chapter entails. And the fact that we ended on Sabo being like, I want to tell you what happened in Marie-Joie. I'm hoping that if you're going to leave it on that, and you're going to give something like this and be like, hey, look over here, give me that closure to know what happened there. Because if you're going to be like, look at all this stuff, look at this, Hachinosu, Winter Island, Egghead, Elbaf, blah, 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 and you're like, everything's crazy going on over here, and then all of a sudden you're just like, remember how we left off over here? Remember, let's pick this back up. This is what's happening. Sabo's about to tell Dragon all this stuff. And then all of a sudden they're like, and back over to crazy. Like, just let me finish that. But I know Oda. He loves to make things connect in a way that makes more sense in the long run. But me right now as a reader, I'm just like, bro, tell me what's next. I want to know. So, but yeah, this was solid. I really like this. So, but I think I'm gonna wrap. I enjoyed this a lot, and like I said, keep an eye on my TikTok and stuff like that. I'll be putting out some more chapter reviews of past chapters that I'm trying to catch up on My Hero on Black Clover. I also want to talk about a small One Piece theory having to do with the two color spreads that we got very recently. And then I also want to talk about Kingdom on my TikTok. See if I can, ask people like, hey, have you read it? Do you like it? Whatever. Because, like, I'm loving it right now, and I think it's really fantastic, and I think that more people should be talking about it. I don't think it's One Piece level. Just come out and say it. But I think that it's still really good, especially because it has like 700 some chapters, and I'm only on like 500, which means I only have like about a little over 200 to go. But it's been really good. So, yeah, I have a lot to say on that stuff. I also want to talk about some animes coming out and some other different things that I think are worth talking about, as well as some Marvel things, because like next weekend, I believe, is when Guardians of the Galaxy 3 comes out. So I'm really interested in that. So I'll be putting that stuff on my TikTok, and I'm still going to be really focusing up this weekend on doing more when it comes to my YouTube video. I just need to understand a little bit more when it comes to video editing, and I'm probably going to reach out to someone to do the thumbnail for it. So, but anyway, all right. Well, thank you guys so much for stopping by. I appreciate talking to people in the comments and live chat, stuff like that. I'm going to leave it off on what I say every single time. One Piece is better as a conversation, and I love talking about it. So, even if you guys want to reach out to me on my socials, on Instagram, and I'm always in that One Piece Talks Discord as well as others. Like I'm in Par Visions, I'm in Tachi's, I'm in Chestnuts. Like I'm in all these Discords. I try to keep up with the people talking as much as I can. So just hit me up, and we can talk about One Piece. If you have a crazy theory, if you want me, if you want to talk about theories, whatever, just hit me up. So, but all right. That is all I got for you guys. I appreciate you coming through.